Hi and welcome to this week's Energy Forecast. I'm Rachel Thompson-Phillips, the creator of the BU Oracle cards. And this week's Energy Forecast is for April the 18th through to April the 24th, with the overall theme being, what do you want? Let's go in and explore these messages through the Oracle cards. Monday and Tuesday is the card of Speak Your Truth. Wednesday through till Friday is the card of Chaos. And the weekend's message is grounding. So with the beginning of the week being around Speak Your Truth, it's about remembering that a lot of the times we talk about all the things that we do not wish to have, and therefore we forget that we are manifesting more of those experiences and more of that energy attached to what you don't want, because that's all you're declaring to the universe. That's where all your energy is getting channeled. Now, with that being said, all you need to do is reverse engineer, which is be able to go back to the start point and decide what it is that you do want. Put your energy into declaring what you do want, and therefore you start to become the vibration of the very thing that you desire to have. And therefore you're sending that message out to the universe to say, this is what I'm declaring, this is what I'm owning, this is what I want to claim into my reality. And I'm going to do that through speaking it into existence, through constantly going through. So I did this exercise with my girlfriend the other day, and I said to her, tell me 10 things you want right now. And it was amazing how that created an interruption in her thinking. And it was, as she said to me, it wasn't a question that she had remembered to ask herself. And so therefore, this is what is my suggestion to you. For a moment right now, think of what are 10 things that you want right now. And that can be anything. Allow yourself to be expansive and creative and big, because you're only limited by what you decide and what you want to call into your existence. So that's Monday and Tuesday. Now, when it comes through to Wednesday through to Friday, this is where the cosmic fun comes into it. And I say that with a little bit of a giggle, because what I mean by that is, if you can see, this person's mind is just all over the place. Now, what happens is the moment you start declaring what it is that you want and reciting all the time, which is my recommendation for this week, anytime you drop into or even notice that you're thinking about what you don't want, reframe it instantly. Replace it with what you do want. Recite it over and over and over, and it doesn't matter if those 10 things change. Allow yourself to be in the vortex of sitting in that juicy, gorgeous, divine energy of all the things that you want. Now, what's going to happen is that the universe is going to go, okay, and your soul goes, well, we need to restructure things within you. We need to start extracting all the things that do not align with what you don't want. Now, this becomes the defining moment, because you get to decide what you want to hold on to. Your soul and the universe, which is what I like to call our cosmic team, your cosmic team are going to start pulling things apart for you to examine, hey, do you actually really want to keep that belief? Do you want to keep that value? Do you actually want to keep doing that action? Or do things need to change? So in order for all of yourselves to be vibing with the declaration of what you do want, it needs to pull apart all the things that don't align with that. So in that moment where you start to feel a disruption going on, remember that this is a beautiful moment where your cosmic team is taking away the things that no longer align with you. And this is where this human component comes in, as you get to make that decision whether you choose to hold on to those limitations, those fears, those doubts, those behaviors, those old programs and experiences, or whether you choose to surrender and know that your cosmic team is aligning you with something far greater than you could ever imagine. So it's going to feel uncomfortable. It may also feel confronting, but it's also going to be the place where the biggest amount of growth comes from, and a lot of internal reflection, because you'll actually get a choice to be able to go, do I actually really want this? How will this unfold if I continue to keep holding on to these old beliefs? What will my story be if I continue to hold this? What actions will I continually do because of that? So think bigger on the, I don't want to use the word ramifications, but I think we all know that sometimes when we do certain things, we also know what the outcome is going to be because we've done that so many times, i.e. it could be a limitation, a belief, a value, an old program, an attitude, a mindset, an energy. You know the outcome because you've done it so many times. So this is where you'll get to make that conscious choice, because remember, it's in the consciousness is where we get to make different decisions and bring ourselves back into alignment. And remember, last week had a very big component on course correct. So part of that course correct is subtraction, taking away things that are no longer conducive for your growth. You have made that commitment and decision that I don't want this anymore, and you're choosing something far greater. So just remember that this is the time where empowerment comes into it. You get to take your power back because you get to decide what it is that you want to keep. So be mindful on what you're keeping, and remember, you can subtract at any given time. Now, come the weekend is all around grounding. But before I do want to come back to this, and it's just come into my mind as I was about to finish this. Remember, every time something comes up in your consciousness that is bringing you into awareness around something that is not conducive or aligned with those 10 things that you want, remember to recite them. Remember the power of being in that vortex, of being able to say, this is what I want. And it's not a matter of declaring it to the universe or anyone else. It's about making that declaration to yourself to remind you that you can be, do, and have anything that you want. So start stating it. Every time something crops up that creates a buffer and is getting you to make decisions, drop into what do you want. And that will help you be able to release and surrender and let go of that desire to hold on like we as humans do. Therefore, we can spend our weekend grounding it in, really grounding in what it is that you want, feeling into it about all of those 10 things that you desire, letting yourself bathe in the idea, the vision, the energy, the frequency of imagine if everything fell into place. How very different would your life be? How different would you be? And let yourself feel that. As humans, we spend so much time just thinking about things. Now your soul's saying, I don't want you to just think about those 10 things that you desire. I want you to feel into them. Bring them into your body. Let them become a part of your beingness. Every time you recite what it is that you do want, let it be like this. What I'm seeing in my head is, you know how that it's saying is that you put a stone into water and it has a beautiful ripple effect. I want you to be able to think of those 10 things that you desire one at a time and let that drop into your physical being and let that become a ripple of energy that floats all through your energy fields, through your emotional field, through your energy field, through your thought field, through your physical field, and out there into the etherical field as well, so that everything is creating this beautiful ripple effect of becoming the amplification and the energy of what you desire. Let yourself feel into it, so then you have this conscious thought, and let your mind run wild. Like, think about, like, if that one of those 10 things were to eventuate and it did turn into your beingness, let yourself feel how amazing it would be. Because remember, those that believe in magic have the capacity to create it. So let that ripple feel magical and mystical and etherical in the fact of you don't know how it's going to unfold, but you drop into that clairsentience. There's two clairsentience, two clear senses of clairsentience and claircognizance, which is clear knowingness and clear feeling. You just know that if you put the energy in, it's going to come back. Let yourself feel all those gut feelings that as you declare what it was, how good it feels within you to make that declaration. So it's such an exciting week ahead. Remember, this may be something that you need to come back and listen to a couple of times throughout the week to just, you know, reiterate the messages that are coming through and remind yourself that you are really the creator of your destiny, and this is an impactful time to really remember that. So I wish you an incredibly amazing week ahead. Much love to you. Take care, and let me know in the comments below how this resonates with you. See ya.